Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to download R and RStudio for a desktop or laptop computer. Now the reason for this video is basically in most of my classes where I use R, I start students out with using RStudio Cloud. But RStudio Cloud, while it was getting up and running, allowed unlimited time for you to do things, also unlimited projects. Now they're starting to kind of clamp down on that a little bit. So a lot of students are feeling kind of pinched if they're having a big project that I'm asking them to do inside of a classroom. So I decided to create this video to kind of show how to download it for your own personal desktop. So the first thing that we want to do, there's actually two programs we want to download. We want to download R, and then we want to download the IDE, RStudio, that will use basically the engine or the programming guts, if you will, of R. So we'll start here with R. Now you can either point your browser to r-project.org, or you can do what I did, which is basically go to Google and just type in R project, and the first couple hits will give you exactly what you need. And so this is the main R webpage, and we're just going to click right up here at the top to download R. So we'll click on that. And the next thing you know, you see a whole bunch of craziness. You see CRAN mirrors. And so CRAN, and I've mentioned CRAN a couple times when talking about downloading packages. It stands for Comprehensive R Archive Network. And basically, you have a whole bunch of organizations. Most of them are actually academic that will host or serve as what we refer to as a mirror for this free website. Now, the idea behind a mirror is that you want to pick the mirror that is the closest to you. So for us, there's one here in Dallas. From where I'm at, I'm in Louisiana. So this one in Dallas is probably the closest one. I'll click on that. And I'm using a Mac, so I'm going to click on the download R for Mac. Now, if you have Linux, of course, you want to click Linux. If you have Windows, click Windows. Great, right up here at the top. So this is where, depending upon your operating system, it might look slightly different for you, but you want to pick whatever downloader that you need. For here, I'm going to pick this new operating version, this package for 4.0.3. So we'll click on that and it'll say, hey, where do you want to throw it? I want to throw it in my downloads, and I want to hit save, and great. And then that's going to start downloading, and it's going to take me a couple minutes. And I'll kind of keep an eye on that while I kind of talk to you. So like I said, the reason that you may want to personally do this, it is helpful if you don't want to deal with an internet connection, or you don't need an internet connection. This may be a helpful thing for you rather than using RStudio Cloud. But you're going to run into some problems. If you use a Google Chromebook, you're going to definitely have to continue to use RStudio Cloud. If you're using an iPad, you're going to have to use an RStudio Cloud. If you're using something like the Microsoft Surface Touch, then that has an actual functioning hard drive. And so then you actually can download this for one of those. So it kind of just depends on the hardware specifications that you have. Great, so we've downloaded this. I'm going to go over to my downloads folder where I have that package, and then I'm going to work through the process of trying to download it. And oh my goodness, we can hear my phone just going off. Awkward. All right, turn that off. All right, so we want to install. Great. Yes, continue, agree. Yes. Oh my goodness, how many times are you going to ask me to do something? No, I don't want to change something. All right, and then it's going to want me to put in a password. Fantastic. Well, hello. Did I type that in wrong? No. Anyway, so now I haven't downloaded or updated my version of R, so this is needed for my own computer. I was initially hoping to do this with the brand new laptop that my university was supposed to get to me, but unfortunately it's kind of gotten stuck in processing, and this thing has been dragging out now for 2 freaking months. You gotta love the red tape of bureaucracy. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Definitely something to behold. All right, so great. We've downloaded or installed that. Yes, go ahead and move that and install it to the trash. So great. So now we have R downloaded. Now I want to go and I want to download RStudio. So you can point your browser to rstudio.com. This would be the main webpage that you get here. And then right up top, we can say I want to download. Now RStudio It's a separate company. They make some money selling some products, particularly for a pro commercial license, which we don't necessarily want. At least not a student that's scrimping and has no money for this kind of thing. And of course, you definitely don't want a server. So we're gonna just kind of scroll all the way down here. And great, so we're going to see right here, it should automatically detect what type of operating system you have. If it doesn't, well, never fear. Right below here, you can find your operating system for you. Just like with R, you can download this for both for any of the standard operating systems, Mac, Linux, or PC. And so we're going to download this. Now, I've got a newer version of R because it's a beta version because it's got some features that I really wanted. So I'm only begrudgingly updating to RStudio 1.3, or really downgrading, if you will, now to 1.3.1093. Man, that's specific. So, yeah. But that's fine. We'll just do it. I really don't use a lot of those extra features anyway, so it won't matter too much. Oh my goodness, where is my bar? It just won't go away. Come on now. Great. So we'll install this. For me, I need to drag this over into the applications folder. It's going to ask me, do I want to replace? Yes, replace. Fantastic. And we'll click out of that, but I'll have to manually go delete that driver later. All right, so we'll want to open up RStudio and work out of that. So going forward here, that actually opened up in the wrong window, so excuse me. Going forward, you're going to want to operate exclusively out of RStudio rather than R. Of course, your RStudio cloud experience is going to be somewhat different than dealing with RStudio. Here, my colors are all the same, so don't necessarily sweat about that. When you open up RStudio, you should see the actual version of R that you just downloaded. In this case, we had 4.0.3. You'll notice that immediately after that, there's also this weird name. There's always a name for the release or the version number of R. In this one, they decided to call it Bunny Wonnies Freakout. So that's kind of fabulous. I have no clue where that comes from, and some of them are kind of random, even more so than that. But from here, you should be able to at least navigate much of your or translate much of your RStudio cloud experience directly then to RStudio. For any work that you have in RStudio Cloud, you can download those script files and then load them directly here within RStudio without too much loss or integrity issues going forward. Now, one thing to keep in mind, any packages that you did download in RStudio Cloud, you're going to want to re-download those again. That's going to be particularly important. Whenever you go through major updates of R, you may lose some of the packages, and so you'll have to re-download some of those packages again, even the ones that you've downloaded previously just for within your own particular machine. So something to keep in mind, but nevertheless, this is how you install R and RStudio on an actual desktop. Something that's it's not difficult or taxing by any means, but it's also just there's some steps to it as with anything, and so this is kind of just a relatively simple video to kind of keep you going. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below or shoot me a message on Slack from my students. Thanks a lot for watching.